Hi guys, James Savage from National Club Golfer here at Rudding Park Golf Club in Yorkshire, and I've got a bit of a driver comparison for you today. I've got the Callaway XR16 and the newer Callaway XR Speed. Okay, so you may have seen our standalone review of the Callaway XR Speed. I thought it was a very good driver, but we really want to know how, if at all, it has improved on the XR16. Now, the XR16 driver for Callaway was a real success story. We spoke to someone at American Golf about it, and they said it was just one of the best sellers that they've ever had. And I think one of the reasons for that was it just had really wide ranging appeal. I think it was helped by the fact that Willett won the Masters with it, Henrik Stenson won the Open with it, so it had some really good tour validation. But it was just a good, simple, easy to use, fast, forgiving driver for the masses, if you like. It really, suited a lot of players. It's definitely been one of the best drivers of the last 5 years. So what are Callaway saying about the XR Speed and how they've improved on this driver? Well, quite a lot of it's to do with the sort of crown technology. We can see on the crown of the XR Speed, we've got more of this sort of carbon triaxial crown, of Callaway call it, which has saved a lot of weight. We've seen it with the Epic and Rogue drivers, and with those weight savings, they've been able to pack in a little bit of extra performance. They've been able to say they've made the face a little bit more flexible to get a little bit more ball speed. But putting these drivers down in the address position, there's not a lot between them. I would say, if anything, maybe the XR Speed is ever so slightly more compact. Looks like it's got a little bit of a deeper face, whereas the XR16 is very much a weight back, forgiving, confidence inspiring look at address. I think that the XR Speed is more similar to the Epic drivers from its appearance in the address position. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see how these two drivers perform head to head. I've been doing a little bit of launch monitor testing using my SkyTrak launch monitor back at the range, and we've brought the SkyTrak here to Rudding Park, testing it out on the course to see what the difference, if any, is in the performance of these two drivers. So first of all, when I started hitting the XR Speed, I preferred the sound and feel on this driver to the XR16. This XR Speed has got a really nice, solid, meaty, I'm going to call it a meaty sound and feel to it, whereas the XR16 is more of a high-pitched, ball flies off the face. I just really like the sort of solid, meaty feel of the XR Speed. Just a little bit on the ball flight. For me, the XR16, it just probably launches a little bit too high, maybe a little bit too much spin. So what I actually found when I was testing it, I was trying to compensate that. I was actually trying to hit it lower. I was trying to almost sort of smother the ball a little bit more just to keep it lower down, because if I put more of my natural driver swing on it, which does hit the ball very high, so I felt like I just had to adjust my technique a little bit to get the XR16 to work. XR Speed, yeah, just a little bit less spin, a little bit more penetrating ball flight, which I obviously preferred. Okay, so I've just got some data here from the SkyTrak launch monitor. Both drivers set up exactly the same shaft, which is the new Project X Hazardous Blue shaft, which comes as a stock option in the XR Speed. Same shaft in both heads. Now, we did have a 10.5 degree head in the XR16 and a 9 degree head. So what I actually did was I put the loft on this down to 9.5 just to get them as close as I could from a loft point of view. Looking at the numbers for the XR16, they're pretty solid. Average carry 230, average total 253. But you can just see there, just some of those spin numbers do just get really, really high. And I think that, if anything, that's what's cost me the most distance. Because if you actually look at the club speed, they're very, very similar. It wasn't like I was swinging it faster with the XR Speed to kind of get, a little bit extra performance. But I was actually getting an average carry of 235 with the XR Speed and an average total of 262. So talking like 5 yards of carry in favour of the Callaway XR Speed, which is, it's not massive. And like I say, you've got the sort of spec issue, whereas maybe if I was fitted into with a 9 degree head into this driver, head shaft combination could have been different. They could have been a lot closer. This is only my testing and this is only what I can go on, but what I actually found was that I was just getting a little bit extra ball speed more consistently, a little bit less spin with the XR Speed, and that was giving me that extra 5 yards carry and a little bit of extra total. We're talking small margins. I'm not trying to make any massive bold claims that Callaway have reinvented the wheel with this driver. It's just a good solid product which did suit me a little bit better than the Callaway XR16. You may have a completely different set of results, but they're the numbers there. You know, digest those and post any comments below if you've got any questions. It is a thumbs up for the XR Speed for me. 300 quid, I think this is a really good product. I think Callaway could be onto a winner here, because not everyone wants to spend 400 quid plus on a driver, and if you've got a little bit less budget to spend, then I think this is a really good option. But like I say, post your comments below if you use the XR16 and you're thinking of an upgrade, if you're thinking about, you know, what should I use, Epic, Rogue, XR Speed, please post them below. I'll answer your questions, we can have a little bit of a debate about it. But thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.